everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. I have a new get ready with me. I really just needed to put my makeup on and I thought, you know what, I like filming these casual type videos and I thought why not. I do have a couple new-ish products that I'm going to be using today and wanted to try out. So we'll kind of chit chat as we go along. I have already gone ahead and primed my face. I did use the what is this? The Under Wonder Matte Finish Pore Primer. This is from the Perfectly Posh brand. And I have done that and kind of let that sink into the skin. For foundation, I am using another new one. I have used this a couple times and I'm going to be posting my review on it. It's the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade Vanilla 02. So let's get some of that on my palette here. And I'm going to apply that with a sponge. I'm going to be using the Real Technique Sculpting one, the one that if you saw my favorites, it's completely ripped, but I'm still trying to get some use out of it. So let's apply that. I skipped my step already. Before I continue on with that, I do want to use my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness on my nose because I just find this kind of helps prevent having too much foundation and concealer on that area. It's a nice little base for my red nose. It probably doesn't show up as much on cameras because the bright lights, but this is great to use. I'm actually going to take it on the sides of the nose and on the forehead where I am red. Now I'm going to go back with the sponge and actually I'll continue to blend that foundation. If you're someone like me and finds that even when you have foundation, maybe the fullest color foundation you always wear on your nose, the redness might peek through, that's the first thing to go. Well, that's me, and I find that using that It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness is so good. It honestly makes such a difference. Okay, for concealer, I'm doing a two-step type process here. I saw Emily Noel use this product and it looked beautiful, and she's saying she's getting some dryness, and I'm dry under my eyes, and I love my Tarte Shape Tape. This is my favorite concealer right now, but I can find that it gets a touch dry now that we're getting into colder months and my skin's a little bit drier. But that was a huge intro to this product. It's the Anastasia concealer, which I've never tried. I've only tried her brow products, to be honest. So I'm curious. She likes this a lot, and it does come in a little tub, which I don't like. But for $20, you get this giant tub of concealer. Honestly, I don't think you ever will go through it because you need just the tiniest amount. So I picked up the shade number 1. It's a very emollient product, and what she does is she said she put it on in areas like under her eye. She didn't go in the very inner corner, but she kind of put on this product under the eye, patted it around, maybe a little around the nose. And then she went in actually with, I think it's the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer, but I didn't want to pick that one up. I like my Tarte one, and this one is in the shade Light, and she went in the inner corner, the most inner corner, and just kind of dabbed a different concealer, one that's a little bit more brightening and not as close to her skin tone. So I'm going to try that technique and see how I like it. And I love using, I can't stop using this little tiny Real Technique sponge, and she was actually using this too, so I was excited. So let's go and blend that in. I liked how it looked. What do we think? Okay, let's move on. And I do want to set the makeup just a little bit under the eyes. So let me grab my Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. If I want to do something a little lighter under my eyes, I use this just to kind of brighten. So I'm just going to pat a little bit of that on. You know what? This is not the right brush. Where's my regular brush? Here we go. I don't know why I just grabbed a new one. because this is my favorite under eye brush. It's the Morphe M438 if you're curious. I will go in with a tiny bit of the RCMA No Color Powder, just a little bit right on the little cavern area. Just a tiny bit of that because that's the area I want to be matte. If it reflects off, it kind of makes things look a little bit more concave. Let's move on to bronzer. I'm using one that came in my BoxyCharm. It's the Temptu Shimmer Bronzer, and it says SB. I guess it just means Shimmer Bronzer, SB. Okay, that makes sense. I am going to apply a tiny bit to my little palette here next to me. And then I'm going to use a sponge. I've used a brush already, but I think I'll use a sponge today. Let me get this pink one, and I'll just use the smaller end. I am going to go with a touch of a matte bronzer over that, just to kind of set things a little bit, because I do want to use a powder blush that's new, and this does give a little tackier finish. So I'm going to just get this like Japanese brush, which looks like one of those NARS brushes, and I'm just going to tap the bronzer. Oh, and I'm using just the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is a little sample I got. I think it was in my Sephora box. Let's finish off the face and then we'll move on to the eyes. So for highlighter, I'm using my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petal. I've been using this non-stop. Such a pretty highlighter, and it was so inexpensive. I think that these are going to be permanent. That's what I heard. Okay. Let's get the blush, which is a super inexpensive one, but I saw it and I thought that looks so gorgeous. It's from Essence, which is a very affordable brand. It's the Moziac blush. Look how pretty this is. There was two, a warmer shade and this pinkier one. I just think it looked so pretty. There's like a bunch of tones in there, like more satin and shimmery ones, and it's just gorgeous looking. So let me get my brush. Oh, I like it. It's just a soft pink. It's like a wake me up kind of blush. And for brows, I'm going to use the 2-in-1 Brow Sculpting Crayon and Setting Gel. It's the shade Brown and Out from Soap and Glory. Did I already say Soap and Glory? I don't remember. This makes putting on your brows so much easier. And what's nice about this product, it does come with a little brow gel on the other side. So if you like to set your brows, there you go. Okay, our base is done. Now you can do whatever you want for your eyes or your lips. For today, I want to use this that I picked up. It's from Palladio. It's called their Crush Metallic Eyeshadow. And I never saw these before in that little section, but they called out to me, and this color, first off, the formula feels amazing. And this color right here, look at that. That's so pretty. I think I'm just going to pack that all over the lid. We'll see. Yes, I like that. Let me just get my Pixi contour powder. I'm just going to use something like this to kind of deepen out the crease just a bit. Pretty. I like that a lot. I definitely wish I got more. They had so many colors, and I think they were like $5, something like that. It even says it's botanical and vitamin infused. Very nice. I'm curious to see how this wears, but I almost wonder if it's kind of similar to maybe the L'Oreal Infallible, those pressed pigments That's how it feels and looks. Let's do a little eyeliner today. So I'm just gonna grab a deep wine shade eyeshadow, something like this. This is from Lorac. It's the Acai shade. And I'm just gonna get that and kind of push that into the lashes. I'll wing it out slightly. Where is my favorite mascara? The Doucce Max Lash Volume Mascara. It is so good. I don't want this to ever dry out. So far, so good, but I'm scared that it will. So good. Bottom lashes, I always use my Clump Crusher from CoverGirl. For lips today, I'm using something from Milani. I am so behind on this, and I mean behind on this. These probably came out like a year ago, more than that. It's the matte lipsticks from Milani. I don't like the regular lipsticks from Milani, the ones before they came out with the matte versions, because they smell so strong. And at first I kind of liked it because it reminded me of watermelon bubblegum from when I was a kid, but it's just too much, too overpowering. I can't handle the smell. So I didn't even bother picking up the matte ones because I thought they're going to smell the same way. There's no way I want them. I smelled them. And they smell more like a vanilla cupcake as opposed to that strong watermelon smell. So I got a couple. I actually picked up two. One was 61 matte Naked, and then the Matte Love, and I'm going to wear Matte Love today. So what I've been doing is putting on a light layer. So I'm going to blend that with my finger and create almost a stain. I am going to go in with a lip liner. I'm using Bordeaux from Milani. So work that in a little bit more. Add a little bit. So I've just got a Q-tip and I've really worked it in. It's to work up a really strong stain. So this really nice berry stain. You can leave it like that, put a gloss on. I'm going to put another layer on. Obviously, there are probably better formulas. I think this one clings to dryness, which is weird because the other color I got didn't cling to any dryness, but you know, you can clean your edges up with a little concealer brush, that kind of thing. I don't mind if things are not that perfect. And then I will set everything with a little setting spray. You can always add a little bit more blush, actually. You know what, let me just top off a little bit more. Just now that I have my lights washed me out, so on camera, I definitely feel like I'm very pale. Let me go ahead and set my makeup with the Urban Decay All Nighter. Just a little spritz. And there you have it. That is my makeup for today. Not fancy at all. Simple, but put together, and you can change out the colors, that kind of thing, to suit you. And yeah, that's it for me today. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you did. And if you haven't subscribed, you know where that button lives. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! For an everyday lip liner, I have been loving the NYX Peekaboo, is it Peekaboo Central number